What's up, everybody? Buenas noches. Good morning, buenos tardes.
Wepa.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. We are the History Hyenas podcast. This is Wepa in the morning. Buenos tardes o noches.
Buenos tardes or noches, and reality is a suggestion. After we made an announcement that we're canceling Wepa, make no mistake, we're bringing it right back.
We're bringing it right back. We may not even cancel it. Today, my name is Chris Stefano. That's Giannis Pappas.
It's what it is. We've decided that we're going to do Wepa once a week. Starting next week. We don't know if we're going to do Wednesdays or Fridays. We've heard your request for Wepa Wednesdays. We're thinking maybe Fridays. We don't know. We're going to leave it up to the matriarchy. But make no mistake, it is not canceled because we just do whatever we want to do.
We do it make no mistake, when you sign up for our patreon.com at patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys, or you follow us on YouTube, or you listen to us on iTunes, or you listen to us on Spotify, you are strapping up for a SpaceX mission to fucking Crazy Town, Bubbas.
Yeah.
Reality is a suggestion. I'm a trans Thai boxer from Costa Rica.
And guess what? Anybody on the Patreon that started getting mad at us yesterday and saying that they were going to cancel their membership and all that stuff, I got news for. We opened up a new tier for you, and guess how much it costs? $3, babe.
You're a stone cold FF. Let me tell you something. We're not into your cancel culture, okay? We're into freedom. We're not politically correct. And if we want to cancel the whole fucking Patreon, we'll do it tomorrow, because I will kill myself to end the whole show if you people keep running your fucking mouth.
Because I'll sell my kids and get a Tesla. I don't give a fuck.
I'll replace Chris with Brendan Schaub.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. He'll replace me with Brendan Schaub. We'll do whatever the fuck we want. The next episode may be the weather girl and the sports girl doing this.
Because we should actually do that. We should actually do that. Have them come on camera and do an episode. We should really do that. What can you do? Cuzzy, I got good news. I know that you're in New Hampshire and you're settled up there, but you may want to come back, because I got good news. Today, out of Staten Island, tanning salons are set to reopen. So we got a tanning salon that's going to open. So I don't know if you want to, you look like you're sunburnt already, but cuz Staten Island's got the best tanning salons. So it's going to be nice to just get back in those tanning salons and get HPV.
Yeah, this was posted in the New York Post, or as we like to call it, the Ridgewood Times, where the guy just said, you know what, I'm fucking calling up the Post. I fucking had enough. Fucking these people, I'm fucking, it's summertime. I'm fucking going to lose money anyway. Fucking let me talk to somebody here who writes papers. I'm opening my fucking thing, and I'm still mad about Barack Obama.
I mean, cuz where's the article? Mike, he's getting close to get his immigration status revoked. I mean, where's his kids? There it is.
Mikey, let me tell you something, Mikey. You're back down in San Antonio. That's Mike Suarez, our producer / comedian / emoji face. Let me tell you something. If you don't get in the job, you're down there in San Antonio. You're close to the wall. We'll fucking roll out that catapult and we'll get you over, even though you're a heavy kid.
You know, it'd be funny because we haven't even seen Mike's face or seen his body at all in 3 months. Imagine he comes back and he's just a skinny mini.
Yeah, that would be funny if that's why he's not putting his camera back on, because he just wants to surprise us when he comes, and he just looks he looks like just cut, and he looks like a Dothraki kid. And
he just looks full Dothraki, yeah. I mean, because this guy, Bobby Catone, his guy's name's Bobby Catone, and he's owner of Sunbelievable Tanning Salon. Sunbelievable on Staten Island. Guy said he's fucking opening it up, and everyone who comes going to get a free American flag.
Cuz let me tell you something right now about Bobby Catone. Let me tell you something right now about Bobby Catone.
Let me tell. Oh, go ahead.
When you first started doing comedy, he was the first one to go, have you seen this kid fucking Chris Stefano skits?
Yeah, it's one of the things. Let me tell you something about Bobby Catone is, make no mistake, your father-in-law knows him.
Make no mistake, that's a kid who owns a tanning salon and also on occasion does a cycle.
It's what it is. He's a kid. Now let's look. By the way, we're describing Bobby Catone. If you could see it at patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys, or youtube.com/History Hyenas. We got a picture up here of Bobby Catone. Now, do you think he's the kind of guy, just by looking at, he's a muscular steroid guy sitting in a tanning bed, do you think that he likes Nancy Pelosi or doesn't like Nancy Pelosi?
I'd say the percentage is about the same percentage of my clean ass, which is 17% that he likes Nancy Pelosi.
Wow, you got a dirty, dirty ass today. Wow.
Yeah, I'm hovering. My fumes are hovering about 15 to 17%. I can't tell you specifically because I'm not a scientist.
Now, cuz, here we go. We got another great story on a 103-year-old woman who just beat coronavirus. The first thing she did was she cracked a brew. She opened up a Bud Light and she cracked a brew and she beat coronavirus. Cuz, make no mistake, this is the kind of, that's a live picture of Giannis on the day his kid's born, because make no mistake, you're an old kid.
Yeah, if you don't think that I see right through this and know that this was an absolute Budweiser commercial, you got another thing coming, because let me tell you something. Budweiser is one of the most popular things in this country as far as what is consumed, and they got screwed in and said, you know what? Let's do something unique. Which one of these old fucking bats beat Corona? As soon as they found that, they said, here's $500,000. Fucking throw one of these bottles in that old bitch's face and take a pic.
Take a pic, yeah, cuz I mean that's a funny thing that Barstool tweeted out, the old lady with the Bud Light commercial. Speaking of Barstool, have you seen Tim Dillon's new Call Her Daddy sketch?
I have, and I'll tell you what, I would smash.
Oh, you would smash it? Okay, Mikey, what I'm going to need you to do is to put on your wrestling mask, and you got to find the Call Her Daddy Tim Dillon sketch, and at some point, we'll have that ready to go. It's one of the funniest things he's done. He's wild.
Yeah, he's wild. Call Her Daddy is the podcast that they had a whole dispute. It was a famous podcast. If you're a girl listening to this, you know it. If you're a guy named Bobby Catoni, you got no fucking idea what we're talking about.
You got no idea what we're talking about, but make no mistake, the one girl who's going to keep going is going to make a lot of money. But let's be honest with the Call Her Daddy girls. I don't know them personally. There it is. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Here, we actually got the Call Her Daddy girls have called into the show. Let's play this.
Hi, this is my audition for Call Her Daddy, the podcast. How are you bunch of cum buckets doing? One of our readers writes, hey guys, love you. How long should I know a guy before I let him come in my ass? And the answer is as long as it takes him to get hard and fuck you in the ass. I think it's so important to vote. If you are not hot, literally get raped. Literally, that's how you're gonna get invited to parties. Just grease that hole up and let him do it. Pep Boy style. Oh my God. So we're doing blowjob classes right now. It's so important that you know how to suck a cock, you stupid whore. This is an average cock with like Peyronie's disease, which means it curves up. A lot of guys' cocks curve up. Take this off. The mic is another cock. So picture there's one cock getting ready to go, and then you have one cock right now. So now this is like another cock that's just hitting you in the back of the head. Okay, so you have three cocks at once. Three cocks, and this is how you play.
All right, Mike.
This is what, yeah.
That's a
Give
great
me Dillon.
idea. I think he's going to get the part.
I think it's going to get the part because, I mean, Tim Dillon in a tank top is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I mean, Tim Dillon is an absolute 10, and make no mistake, if I wasn't a furor for scaling back the content, we had on No Nets next week, but that's canceled.
You never know what we're going to do. You never know what we're going to do. If you're tuning in for the first time, our producer is a Greek girl named Venetia, or is she a black girl named Venetia? You'll never know.
You never know. Yeah, we never know. Because we are a show that supports all walks of life. We have our Mexican field correspondent, Mike Suarez, and then we have our international correspondent who stays neutral through all things. We call her Venetia, or Swiss Miss, because she's neutral. And then me and Giannis, we're just two white guys on a rampage.
We're just two white guys on a rampage. Venetia will go back to Venetia after this whole Karen hashtag dies down, because right now, straight white women are on notice. So right now, she wants to be Venetia.
You're canceled. So we got a lot of fun things at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys. As we said, Wepa in the morning will continue once a week starting next week, and we will do No Nets once a month. And we just got a lot more content. I mean, we were gonna get into the studio, but then make no mistake, Yanni turned into a Democrat and he canceled it.
Yeah, guys, we got to figure out what's going on. I don't think I'm leaving my bathroom until there's a vaccine. No, we got a logo coming. We're building a studio. You guys are on this journey with us. We're in transition. We're going to be doing stuff and keeping you guessing constantly like you wouldn't believe, babe, because we're two superheroes that happen to lean right or left depending on what you see. We hold up a mirror to you. Whatever you are, we are, babe.
With what it is, yep. And we're going to stick an anime figure up Bobby Kelly's ass and turn him into Mike Bush and make him set up the studio.
That's what we're going to do. And if you want to go outside and you don't want to catch a corona, make sure you put a G.I. Joe figure straight up in that asshole.
Others, now Donald Trump is set to announce an executive order against social media companies. He's said he's had enough with social media companies because make no mistake, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, he just fact-checked his tweets, and you can't do that with Donnie T.
Yeah, this was a historic moment for the first time in the history of, I think, any social media company. The social media company has decided to fact check someone. And what they did was they threw up the options for them to learn more about what the real story is. And it caused a big controversy. And of course, Donnie T, as we know, Donnie T, he's striking back. And he said, if you're going to do that, we're going to do an executive order. And so this is basically a fight outside after school between Twitter and Donnie T, and then Mark Zuckerberg gets involved. So we got a little situation over here.
Yeah, we do have a little situation. I mean, because that's why I'm saying, why not let's take the lead from the Chinese and let's just cancel the internet. Let's just go communist. I think that's the only way to solve this, is to just kind of follow the leader. If you can't beat him, join him. I say we go full Chinese this election year.
What I've been doing this whole quarantine is trying to learn Chinese. Cod, those are the only 3 words I know, but I'm preparing for the New World Order, and the Chinese are in charge. They're taking Taiwan right now. They're taking Hong Kong. So I'm just prepared for that as well. Mark Zuckerberg went and disagreed with the Twitter. It's funny to see the head of Twitter in a Twitter feud with another social media persona. I mean, everything's just become a WWE promo and wrestling match.
I mean, cause it's getting real scary out there. I mean, but I mean, this is why these people are going to these big paywall platforms, like, obviously Rogan going to Spotify. I mean, the censorship, all this, it's like I think they've gotten so big now where they probably don't care, but it is a little, even though I think obviously what Trump says most times is very misleading and very crazy. But I do think Twitter stepping in and doing this is a bit of it's an impingement on freedom a little bit.
It's a weird thing. I mean, I'm sure there's people lining up on both sides to have a fucking Royal Rumble on it as usual, because nobody can hold a nuanced opinion anymore. You're either over here or you're over here. And I got to ask you a question. Is Mark Zuckerberg a bot? I mean, is that an AI? Is that kid alive? Look at that thing.
He looks dead. I mean, his eyes. I mean, the kid needs a little Visine allergy. I mean, he's got red eyes, or he's smoking weed. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, that's a good question. He has no emotion at all.
I mean, the kid's the 3rd richest kid on the planet. You would think he would at least go see LeBron James's hair guy to do something about that fucking F&B haircut. I mean, the kid looks F&B.
He looks F&B bad. I mean, why isn't Mark Zuckerberg on the Patreon? This kid needs to cough up the dough.
Yeah, just play a little bit of a Mikey so we can hear his voice, because the kid is wild.
I had to step into Facebook.
All right, it's got ads on it. We can't look. We
can't do it.
We can't do it once in a while. That happens. What can
he said? He came in and he said, "Listen, I understand what Twitter says about things and Donald Trump, but I don't feel that way here on Facebook."
He said, "Listen to me here. There should be a free marketplace of ideas, and it should go to the highest bidder. I mean, it's a marketplace, and then the good ideas beat out the bad ideas. And I mean, it's not the place of Jack to put that on the person."
Yeah. Okay. Cause you know what was almost good news, but was almost a historical day. But unfortunately, the weather, which we know who controls, the Zuckerbergs, that's
what you call a character piece, right there.
Character piece. Yeah, I was just kidding. Wei Shang-chi. We need to get back in the studio because we got to have the Wei Shang-chi in
the arbiter of truth of everything that people say online. I think in general, private companies probably shouldn't be, or especially these platform companies shouldn't be in the position of doing that.
Yeah, the kid sounds robotic. He does. Mark Zuckerberg
sounds like robotic, and make no mistake, like if we went to school with him, that kid would be hanging on a hanger by his undies.
Yeah, he'd be hanging on his hanger by his undies. Make no mistake, Venetia would not ask him if he was Greek or not. That just would not happen. bad weather postponed the historic SpaceX crew launch where Elon Musk and SpaceX were going to send the first privately funded rocket into space to the International Space Station. And make no mistake, there were a few clouds in the sky, so they had to abort it.
Yeah, it was everyone gathered around their TVs like it was, like they did the first time. When was that? The 60s or whatever?
Yeah.
It was.
Well, that was fake anyway. The moon landing was fake.
Of course it was fake. And they gathered around and then they canceled it because of the weather. Because in Florida, that can happen any minute. You can get 15 minutes of rain and then that's that. But we here at History Hyenas did get a exclusive. We got a History Hyenas exclusive. It hasn't hit the papers yet. This is what we found out from our inside source is that, there was 2 astronauts who were set to go up with SpaceX via Elon Musk. And there was a third one. There was a third astronaut that was supposed to go. You didn't hear about him because what happened right before the mission is the kid had diarrhea. The kid caught the runs.
Right.
So he went in one of those cute new SpaceX suits.
Yes.
And he took a shit. What happened was he just kept getting the runs. So as soon as he stood up, he got the rumbles. He had to sit back down. And then there was no baby wipes. So the kid did not want to get back into that suit or go into that spaceship with fumes. So he hopped over with some toilet paper and wet it and did manage to clean his ass to about 97%. But unfortunately, it did create some dingleberries in his ass hair. And he just didn't want to disrespect the American flag by getting into that suit with fucking dingleberries. So he recused himself from the mission. And he released a statement and said, I'm relieved that it got postponed because I'm going to take care of my ass and I'm going to get back up in space for this country.
Yeah, there you go. So and he's a true American hero for that. So I don't know when they're going to relaunch it. I mean, look at those suits, cuz if you don't think we're going as SpaceX astronauts for Halloween, you got another thing coming. That's going to be our Halloween outfit right here.
Because if you had to rate those, are those cute or are they cute?
I'd say they're cute. I mean, cuz they look awesome. I mean, the guy on the left looks like Donald Trump, so it's wild. Yeah. I mean, so what can you do? I mean, only 3. They're not wearing masks though. That's my only thing is why aren't they wearing masks? If they're outside with COVID-19, they should have masks on.
Yeah, and as you can tell, they're 2 white dudes. Because make no mistake, I don't think it has anything to do with other than the fact that white dudes they want to get up into space. White guys, I think black people would say, "Yo, getting into space is some white shit."
It's some white shit. Yeah. Being an astronaut is definitely some white shit. But what can you do? It got canceled. I mean, I guess, once they finally get it off the ground, it'll be cool to see. But I mean, because they're saying in 10, 15 years, we're going to be going to Mars, personal missions to Mars. Like, used to be a vacation to Aruba. Now we could go to Mars. So it'd be cute.
I'll tell you one person who's never going to Mars on a private plane, and that kid's name is Chris DiStefano, the comedian. And I'll tell you why, because the kid doesn't even like leaving the borough of Brooklyn, Queens.
Yeah, I'm not going to ever go. I can't because, first of all, I start to shake and quiver when I leave New York. Imagine leaving the United States, how nervous I got. I mean, I canceled the trip. I left England 3 or 4 days earlier just because I missed New York City. If you take me out of the planet where the United States of America is, I won't be able to function. Unless there's another United States of America in space I don't know about. But if there's not, then I can't go.
I agree with you. There's no reason I'm going to space. Why would I want to go to space? Why would I go anywhere where I'm not within 10 miles of a bagel or pizza store? I can't do that for more than a couple of hours.
I mean, because you living in New Hampshire, you might as well be in space. There's no bags or pizzas up there.
I drive in for pizza. I don't care. I will drive in for pizza and drive out.
Cause here's I don't know if they're your mortal enemy. I don't know if you guys like Cyprus or you don't like Cyprus. I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules are with the freaking Greeks. There's all freaky deaky goat rules there. So Cyprus is going to pay holiday costs of infected tourists. What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, that lets you know that the island of Cyprus's total economy depends on tourists. That's when you know things are desperate, when they're like, look, guy, we're going to risk it. We'll spin the wheel, as we call it. Just come to Cyprus, hit a beach. If you get COVID, it's on us. Just please come and eat our chicken fingers at our beach bar, because our fucking island's going to go bankrupt. We're a tax haven for Russian illegal money and tourism. That's it.
Now, Cyprus, I know that the country of Cyprus has a lot of sand, but is it sandy or what's the deal with that?
No, Cypriots are actually, they consider themselves Cypriots, but they're Greeks. you know, a lot of Greeks look at Cypriots like they're silly and go, come on, you guys are Greek. You speak Greek. I mean, you know, was there a Cypriot history? I mean, there was a Greek history. I mean, what's the history of Cyprus? A fucking rock? There was an octopus?
So Venetia, is it okay if a guy you're really interested in was from Cyprus? Would that be okay to introduce to Yaya, or can Cypriots not be introduced to Yaya?
Cypriots are Greek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, they can go. They speak a little bit. The way that they speak Greek is a little bit different than actual, like the language. There's a few differences, but yeah,
Right.
I go for Yaya.
They could go for Yaya. Okay, good. That's good to know. Any of our Cypriot fans out there? Oh, because also good news for the baby, for the BABI. The Disney CEO has explained why it's safe to go back to Disney World. So the Disney CEO is saying it's safe. Mickey Mouse doesn't have coronavirus, and you can bring it back. I mean, if Disney isn't a fucking satanic cult, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and if when you show up to Disneyland and the first live Mickey Mouse you see, if you don't think what's inside that Mickey Mouse costume is a Chinese woman who has corona, you got
another thing coming. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they opened up the Disneyland in, I think, somewhere in China. I think Beijing. They opened it up and they said things have been going well. But I mean, because China's not America, this is not going to work here. You can't open up Disney World.
I'm a Disney World annual pass holder.
Is that Mike? That's Mike. That sounded like Mike's voice. I'm a Disney World annual pass holder.
Yeah, I mean, Disney World, it's just going to be a petri dish of germs, babe.
Cuz should we raffle off for a Patreon member at a certain tier? Should we raffle off? Should we get them a Disney World pass holder? Should we pay for one for a year for somebody?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay.
You know what I do love this country. I love being American. I love the way we operate. I love that the people and just certain networks have just decided that the coronavirus is over. They're just going, hey, babe, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Let's go.
Mississippi, did you see Mississippi today is opening up all businesses? No phase 1, 2, 3, 4. They just said the lights are back on starting today.
It's over. It's over. It's over. And you know what? Hey, look, there's an argument to be made that the lockdown was a bad idea to begin with. Who knows? But I just love it that the people are going like, you know what, government, we're just going to do what we're going to do. My tanning salon will be open. I bet you there's somebody in some of those states that has like a spit swapping business. They're like, come to our French kiss store. We are open.
We're open. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves. Wow, what a name. Tate Reeves says he allows all types of businesses to reopen Monday, but they must follow safety guidelines. So, I mean, you know, good luck, Mississippi. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, but a state like, okay, the only thing I'll say in a state like Mississippi, it's tough because they only had in the whole state, 10,000 cases. And, you know, I think like those states, but still, I mean, to just turn the lights on is a little wild. But I mean, what can you do? It's Mississippi.
I think Mississippi's safe to open because everyone who doesn't live in Mississippi social distances from Mississippi. So Mississippi's safe.
Mike, right now you have 5 seconds to begin. Are you ready? Spell Mississippi. Go.
Mississippi.
Wow.
That was because Mike Suarez or Aquaman, because that had a lot of saliva in it.
Yeah, because I got wet through the
also
laptop.
literally on the screen right now.
Oh, you bastard. Venetia, you spell it.
Mississippi.
Wow. BANANAS. Okay.
Mississippi's safe. Nobody's going to it. Nobody's leaving. It's already quarantined.
It's whatever. Yeah, Mississippi, whatever you guys want to do, it kind of just doesn't matter. I mean, let's be honest. It really doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is what's going on in New York and what's going on in LA. I mean, let's just like, are the lights on in New York or LA? Then the country's open. If they're closed, then it's closed.
Yeah. Because let me ask you a question. I'm curious. Would you rather go to Mississippi or Dagestan?
Would I rather go to Mississippi?
Gun to your head, you got to choose one. You can't just stay in Ridgewood.
I'm gonna go Mississippi only because there's a higher chance they got black and white cookies there.
Good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus they speak American, so that's good.
They speak American, yeah. So yeah, because make no mistake, I don't call it English, I call it American. They speak American.
They speak American too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we go. Okay, how about this?
Wow, Dagestani women though, cuz look at that.
There you go. I mean, Mike already had that up. Mike's been looking at that. There you go. Fumade though.
Yeah, do you want to play again? You want to play a little game of spin the wheel on Mike's search history?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mike, you throw up your Google bar. We're going to put a letter in and see if anything questionable pops up as a suggestion. Mikey doesn't want to. He's cleared it out right now. He's cleared it out.
You hear him breathing heavy. His computer's trying to just clear, delete.
I'm trying not to show passwords to our stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
So let's go to Google.
What letter you want to put in there, Chrissy?
Let's put in P.
He cleared it out.
Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more quick. Let's put in D.
If nothing comes up, he cleared it out. It out.
Okay, cleared out. One more. Dagestan women. Dagestan women is the one that popped up. Let's put up F.
Because he cleaned it out.
Flim Flammer is what we just got. I mean, the kid's Googling Flim Flammer.
Yeah, he's Googling Flim Flammer, but also there's no drop-down box. He cleaned out all the porn that was in there.
Yeah, he just cleaned it out. He's a squeaky clean kid. What can you do?
Because you know what time it is?
Came from, belonged to Zach Isis before me, so I don't
think
do it.
Mike's one of those kids. His ass is always under 50% clean. His computer's always over 50% clean.
And that's a good listen to all our listeners. If your wife or girlfriend ever catches you in your drop-down box, just say that it was Zach Isis's computer before yours.
That's all you got to say. It belongs to Zach Isis. Okay.
No, I say that because that means the government's already watching it, so I don't want to put anything on here.
There you go.
You know what I think?
You know what I think it's time for? A little work it, girl.
Turn to the left, work it, girl. Turn to the right, do your thing on the runway. Cover girl, you better work.
And then real quick, just as you guys could see that dance, can we, any of our dermatologist fans, can you please take a look at Yanni's skin? I mean, the kid's burnt up.
I got sunburnt.
I mean, Dr. Harvey Spencer, Dr. Agos, Lukash, can somebody take a look at Yanni? Okay. Here we go. Work it, girl. So this is also from Barstool Sports. We're giving a lot of love to Barstool Sports today. They're great. Shout out KFC Radio and Feidelberg. Love you. Miss you guys. This man paid Julia $20 to kiss her feet. So this is a way to make money right now.
Here's the funny thing is when you look at the screen grab and you say, this man, you're like, where's the man? And you're about to see in a second.
Yeah, it looks like Giannis.
Oh, the socks?
How wild is the human brain?
Look at this.
Because I'd beg him out.
Yeah, me too.
I can't lie. I mean, just her, the human brain is just, what is going on there?
What is going on?
He paid her $200 to do that in public for him to go to Pyongyang. I mean, sometimes people need a lot to go Pyongyang.
They need a lot to go Pyongyang, and I know for a fact, if I went into your apartment right now in Brooklyn, I would see leather jackets, sneakers, and I'd see the exact outfit that guy has on. Cuz, make no mistake, he has on a couple of stockings that you've been known to throw on.
Cuz, what was funny about that video is that is the same exact way I proposed to my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, it's what it is. Cuz, you know what it is? You know what that video is? If you guys go to patreon.com.
It's a joke, babe. It's a joke.
If you guys go to patreon.com, Bay Rich Boys, that guy, what that is that's me and Yanni's clothes. That's what that is. Yeah.
I mean, listen, the fans know that I like feet. This is exactly how I proposed to my now wife, and she just had to deal with it when I came out. She heard the click clock of the high heels, and I just had her stockings on, and I said, just deal with it. Here's $200.
It's what it is. You tried to put the engagement ring on one of her toes.
I said, here's $200. Don't tell your family about it, but I love you.
It's what it is. Cuz, speaking of wives and everybody, let's get to the thirst trap. I mean, we got a nice one today, a throwback, a hottie. Let's get to this thirst trap. I mean, this is a guy whose son has been known to be a little bit of a bad kid that Yanni knew. And here he is, Robert De Niro, everyone.
I wanted to look at this because, these are the different stages of Robert De Niro. He definitely went from cute kid to cute young adult to badass mobster in movies. And then the third one is just Donald Trump hating cuck.
Yeah, it's just what it is. The last one, he's just the evolution of a cuck. I mean, but that third one, if you go to Passion of Cinema, that's what we're looking at from 2 days ago. It's a post of Robert De Niro. I mean, the third picture he's a handsome kid. He looks like a young Yanni Pappas.
Dude, if you want to see something amazing, go to YouTube and watch Robert De Niro's Godfather audition tape. I mean, when you see it, you're like, of course he got the role. I mean, he's so powerful in it. I mean, I would bang out. I mean, any one of these Robert De Niro's will get cracked open and cleaned out.
Yeah, they'll all get cracked open. They'll all get
Except for
softly.
the kids, because I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, except for the kids. Yeah, starting from picture number 3, they'll all just softly get packed on the lips. What can you do? Because there's a big HHFOD today, too. There's a big history and the fact of the day today. Because make no mistake, I've been a fucking FF $3 bill fudgy yogurt reading books about the French and Indian War. And I've been reading a lot. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the French and Indian War. I've been just going wild. And this kind of, this history and fact of the day leads into this. This is something that there's a lot of turbulence going on. I'm sorry, we got a hurricane coming through San Juan right now, but it's okay. She just threw an object at me. You saw that. We got the HHFOD, the Spanish Armada, which was known as the Invincible Armada for many years. They ruled the seas. The Spanish Armada set sail today in 1588 under the command of the Duke of Medina Sidonia. To invade England and overthrow Queen Elizabeth and the spread of Protestantism, also to stop the pirate attacks from England. And what happened, is England beat the shit out of them, and it was the first defeat of the Spanish Armada. And after this, it was like the Invincible Armada was like no more. And then after this kind of leads to the U.S., wanting to, get the 13 colonies and blah, 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 blah. But that was a big day in 1588 because make no mistake, the Spanish Armada, they met their match, and they were from London.
Yeah, so that was on this day in 1588. We are the History Hyenas podcast. You should check that podcast out if you haven't heard about it. And this is Wepa in the Morning. This is your morning show with Bedhead. This is your morning show with Fumes. And let me check my ball smell real quick.
Check the ball smell. Here we go. Stinky, stinky.
Where are you at?
To be honest with you, for the first time in a while, I would say I'm under 70%. My balls, they smell like sofrito.
That is pretty astonishing for a clean Scandinavian-looking kid like you. I'll be honest with you, I'm a Greek kid. I haven't mowed down because I don't have my Manscaped charged up. And last night we didn't turn on the air conditioner, so I'm hovering at a strong 88% fumare.
Fumare. Hovering at some fumare. Cuzzy, as always, listen, people, we go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. We got so much good stuff. We've revamped everything. It's going to be great. Wepa in the mornings once a week starting next week. No Nets once a month. It's going to be fucking amazing. YouTube.com/History Hyenas. We're putting stuff up all day. And we got new merch coming. By the way, we got a new logo. Shout out Ed Gentile for finishing that logo. It's going to be cute once we unveil that in our new studio, which there will be make no mistake, the camera equipment is being stepped the fuck up. And you're going to start to see a lot better quality of this podcast starting next week.
Yeah, we're in transition. Thank you. This is a journey. You guys are on the journey with us. We appreciate it. Wepa in the Morning is going nowhere. So work it, girl. And yas and buenos noches. Have a great day.
Let's take us out with our pseudo penis moment. This comes from the Reverend, what's his name? Reverend Kenneth Copeland, or Reverend Kenneth Copeland, our PPM pseudo penis moment.
COVID-19. COVID-19. I blow the wind of God. The wind of God on you. On you. You are destroyed forever. You are destroyed forever. And you'll never be back.
That's what you call the American vaccine.
That's what it is. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Don't worry. That's a vaccine for the heartland.
In the morning.
What the?